Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today we've got a lot of crimes to answer for. Long term, we're trying to get the big number. For reference, this is what we did last time. We scored e326000, almost 3 with 90,000 zeros. If you want to see what we did last time or see the first 8 antes of this new run, I'll put the links in the video description. Assuming you've already seen part 1, here's a quick recap where we left off. We're using 6 cents to get the spectral cards, we got ectoplasm and Ankh, and finally the last piece of the puzzle, we got the cryptid. So we don't need 6 cents anymore. This is what the deck looks like. One short-term goal is going to be getting rid of the rest of the 6s, converting them into kings. We have enough purple kings. Probably now we start making these red seal kings, these red gold cards. Voucher wise, the only interesting voucher we have is antimatter, so we do have the extra joker slot. Another short-term goal is going to be find the showman, and then we can leverage the showman to get more blueprints, more brainstorms, but also we want an eternal mime. Once we start using Ankhs in the end game, the Ankh destroys your jokers, so you need to have eternal jokers. We need to have an eternal mime to go with our eternal baron. Eternal blueprint would be cool if we could get another eternal, but not necessary. For now, we just want to make copies of these spectrals, roughly equal amounts of each. Let's go next. I can take a free reroll here instead of 6 cents. Taking overstock refreshes the shop. If I take strength here, I get to see an extra card. Don't need the devil here. Go one more. What's this boss situation? Boss has base chips and mold halved. We do have the double tags, by the way. We have 2 double tags. Hoping to get more double tags from colas in the shop. Hoping to get maybe a voucher skip or a negative skip. Could be a negative skip if we have a showman. I think I'd take the king here. Taking the king will help us set up mail and rebate better. Even if you have, let's say, golden ticket. With golden ticket, you want to play a lot of kings. You want to have extras so that you can get the maximum amount of money every round. You can never have enough kings. Let's take another one here. And death, I guess. A little bit awkward. The cryptid is not negative yet. It does take up space. So, cluster pack here. We can take plutonium. By the way, we are using the Saturn mod. One feature of the Saturn mod is the extra speed here. That's why things are a little bit extra snappy. I have temperance. I have a hungman. So temperance 50 bucks in the short term is pretty good. But also I want to remove cards. Removing cards helps us set up the mail-in rebate faster. And then when we find the mail-in rebate gives us more money per round. I think I actually do value the hungman here. I'm tired of looking at these 6s. Let's go death and hang him. All right, red seals we don't need. Purple seal, there wasn't any opportunity to use it there, so I guess I just sell it here. We want to make sure that Plinko doesn't copy anything other than cryptid. So do a couple rerolls here. I guess I don't need the free reroll anymore. There could be another one in the shop and you don't want to block it from spawning. There's the mail-in rebate for 7s, my 1/7 that I just got rid of. Bummer. The reason it does that, by the way, is the mail-in rebate is it chooses when you enter the shop, or actually it chooses when you leave the previous round, and then it's locked in until the end of the next round. And so if you go to your collection, for example, you can look in the collection, you can see what the rebate is on, even though you don't own a rebate. Can't take gift card here because it's eternal. $15, I guess we just go next. Okay, looks like I've got still the 1 Ankh. I have extra ectoplasms. I have way too many cryptids. So one potential problem, let's say you only have 1 Ankh out of 10 possible spectral cards. Then the chance of getting 1 more Ankh is only 10%. And it keeps going down. The chance keeps going down as you keep getting more and more copies of other stuff. So in order to keep the cards relatively even, I gotta intervene. I gotta sell Ecto here. We did use 1 ectoplasm already, so the next one's going to cost 2 hand size. We probably won't use an ectoplasm in the future. Probably not. So we just sell it here. Cryptids, we can actually use them, starting with the non-negative one. So here, for example, I guess we are supposed to copy purple. I'm going to save the other cryptids for the polychrome. So let's start by, we can discard stone, we can discard red seals, and 2 purples. I could turn 2 6s into 7s with strength and get the rebate money that way. Not plan A, but not the worst. What I don't want to happen is I don't want to get the hung man and not have anything to apply it to. We'll see. Okay, 2 6s. We should keep the 6s in case we get another strength card. We can't use the wheel because if the wheel hits your Eternals, you won't be able to ecto them in the future. So, no more wheels. I probably use 1 more cryptid. Probably keep these 6s. Discard all of the kings, or just 2 of the kings. I guess I don't need to discard all of them. Okay, so I can make this king into gold, and then we can hang him. These 2 6s, we can hang them, I guess. Maybe I keep a steel 6. Hang them like that. Discard 2 or discard 4. I think here we discard 4 so that we can draw more cards to hang. 6 and stone, we could hang them. I could save the hung man for something else. Like, maybe I have only 2 more kings in the deck, so if I discard like this. Yeah, 1 purple. Right, 6 and 4, we can hang them, I guess. And that's it. So 6 and 4, we hang them. This 6, and I play it without winning. Maybe it doesn't matter. Use cryptid, get the gold card, copy the mime for the money. I don't want to look. Alright, big money, no whammies. We only have 1 6 left. My only 6? You son of a biscuit. 2 celestial packs. Sure. Alright, this stuff doesn't matter. Let's try to find that showman. All things considered, we did end up with a decent amount of money. I need to remember the drunkard is replaceable. Take Inweezable here. I think one reason not to, if Inweezable hits Baron or Brainstorm, we're cooked. So maybe we don't do that. Bummer. $15 rerolls. With rebate on 6s, probably we should just go next. We aren't making that much money per round. Alright, this is something that we should do. We should go turn on the stacking. So here's cryptids. 2 extra ectos we can sell. 2 cryptids we can use. So here, stack those up. Alright, stack these up. There is a hotkey, by the way. Let's go next. So, do I want to rebate the 1/6? Seems like a trap. Let's just try to remove it. Okay, so I can discard these kings. I can stone a 7. Or I can stone the 6. Stone the 7. Okay. Then discard 2 purple. I can stone the 6. Okay. I want to draw my other death targets. I have a chariot. I don't need the devil here. Discard all the purple ones. Okay, so 7 lovers priestess. Discard 2 purple. Give me death? No. Oh well. So we want to use 2 cryptids, right? So here's cryptid 1, 2. That's it. I just need more onks. Alright, rebate. Big money, no whammies. We did it. Okay, I think we're in the kitchen now. Emperor. Take a Mars card. Buffoon for Luchador, nope. Could take a golden ticket instead of the extra discard, and then we can try to use that to get more money. We can double dip a little bit, maybe. Could be. Take another king. Hermes okay. Extra discard. We go Chad plus ticket, or rebate's better. Can't do DNA as eternal. Alright, go next. 2 onks. We're ahead on cryptids, so we should use 1 cryptid. Okay. And we should use cryptid on the gold seal. We don't have to use it yet. We can wait on that. We can go... I kind of want to do... Let's see. I kind of want to do this. Play 3 of a kind for the money. 4 of a kind might be too strong. Just play 3 of a kind. Okay. One more time. Maybe 4 of a kind. Maybe not. Okay, and then get the rebate ready. So I can discard all 5 of these for the maximum rebate value. Alright, Emperor, don't do me dirty. Chariot and Hierophant. Those are not relevant. Could use cryptid here, and then technically we get more rebate value if I use cryptid here. Emperor, okay. Cool for an Emperor. I could be willing to do it. Okay, we get a death card. So I can turn a 9 into a king. Okay. Then I can discard these and still have more kings. Hermes. Alright, I only have 3 cards left. So if I discard these, then I draw 2 kings. Alright. Copy the mime. Go next. Okay, I think as long as we can get the rebate on the kings, we now make plenty of money. We got 700 bucks. I think it's time to start re-rolling quite aggressively. What does that mean, aggressively? Well, I mean, we take the voucher, we do a little re-rolling. This boss, Serpent, is okay. Standard packs, we can take any kings. Before we go Arcana, we can re-roll. Okay, there's an Emperor. Plutonium. Death card. I'll hold on to one. I guess death is the one that matters, and then that's it. I can go death here. Make more polychrome. Hermie, sure. Can't take death with me. We take a bean. Trading card? No. Can't do trading card at the same time as rebate because it eats up a whole discard. We take an extra discard instead of the golden ticket. Get more purple seal value that way. I think I just stick with the golden ticket. 25 bucks. Sure. Go next. Alright. +1 on cryptids. Or sorry, +1 on ectos. We sell ecto to balance them out. Alright. So I want to do rebate first. Emperor. Okay, I can do 1, 2, 3 and then play the stones. Not brave enough to do the 4 of a kind. Keep the steel one, I guess. Maybe discard the steel one. I want to keep the steel one just in case I'm supposed to get a devil, maybe. We don't need the hung man except for the 7. Maybe it's worth keeping the hung man for that reason. There's the devil. 8 cards left. 7, we hang them. Alright. 3 kings left in the deck. I can play 3 cards. I can do this. I messed that up slightly. I should have kept the stone. Alright, copy the Baron. Play one of these. I messed that up slightly. Would have had slightly more money if we held the stone card. Oh well. Alright, now the rebate's locked in. I have a couple extra stone cards which I can use as death targets. Also having the stone cards helps me buffer the ticket because then I don't have as many kings held in hand, which is actually positive for me. Let's see here. The Fool says hung man, so maybe I won't open the celestial packs yet. Maybe here's fine. 2 planet cards in the shop, not to be repeated. There's Temperance, sure. I think in that case we don't do the Emperor. Maybe we're supposed to do the Emperor first. Or maybe it's fine. I don't take the plutonium in case we get a Fool. There we go. There we go. So now we're netting a decent amount of money. Maybe we reroll deeper. more random kings. Emperor, sure. Temperance, sure. There's the showman. Okay. Slightly punished there. If we had rerolled maybe 1 or 2 less, we could have done more golden ticket, but I think this is fine. I think we drop the ticket for the showman. That's it. Go next. Alright, +1 on ectos, so we split one. Go rebate. Alright, so discard all kings. Chariot. Is it possible for me to throw away the stone card somehow? Like if I do a pair? I think we can get away with it. That way I can discard the kings for the rebate. And see, this is why I want to have more cards in the deck. Always want to have more cards. And this is why I really like the magic trick voucher. So you can add random cards when you need to. Obviously you don't always need to, but when you do need to, it's nice to have, it's convenient. Alright. Cool. Okay. $1,000. Golden ticket. I don't have room. I do want the cola though, so we can drop the rebate. Remind ourselves that the boss is fine. This boss, you can't really do that much rebate anyway. Take a gift card. There's temperance again. Pick up Uranus one time. Could take parking. We can try to farm parking against the boss. Maybe. Do I want to go parking? Do I want to go golden ticket? I think I'd rather go golden ticket. The problem with parking is when we have too many... 4 million points is not that many points. When we have too many cards in hand, we score too many points. I think we take the ticket. That's the issue. Look, another shaman. Another temperance. So 30 there. One more? Alright, that's it. Way ahead on ectos, that's not good. I'm going to at least get rid of 1. Might have to get rid of 2. Sucks. Oh well, I mean, that's the game, right? Okay, so here we can play 3 at a time, golden ticket. Opting not to do the 4 of a kind. And then now, discard purple. Alright. Strength we don't need, Hungman we don't need, purple. Death card. So death here, purple here. Could use star, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Make the random kings into diamonds. Okay. Get the money from the mine. Okay. E22 against the serpent. Alright, so now what? Telescope is fine. The last card we used was death, basically. I don't know if it was actually the last card. Boss says extra large. Alright, let's go shopping. There's temperance. Because we have the showman, we can hold on to temperance. Cool. See. Looking for potentially a death card before we open the Arcana pack. Looking for mailing rebate. No, we don't need another showman. There's another golden ticket we don't need. Hermes, sure. There's a mail-in rebate. Pick up one of those, I guess. Okay. So I bet you that means we can probably reroll a little bit more. Go a little bit deeper. Sorry, what was this boss? Boss is extra large. Okay. Temperance. There's another rebate. So do I want rebate or golden ticket? Golden ticket is probably better. Better to have half and half. Rebate is lazier. I guess I'll keep the golden ticket. On principle. Show you the discipline thing to do. Alright, we take temperance here. We can make a gold card first. Skip the rest. Get percolating. Okay, roughly even. Onks and spectral cards and no problem. Rebate time. Right. I can play 3 of a kind. In theory. We should discard first. Maybe. We should discard the polychrome ones. Because the polychrome ones score too many points. Wool can give me temperance. I can play these 3 with the stones, and then we can throw away the stones that way. Slightly awkward if we get a death card and we can't use it, but that's probably fine. Maybe discard 2 polychromes here. Death card. I mean, that's fine. Okay. And another death card. So I think actually I want to wait. I guess I have to use it here. Alright. Is there a universe where we can play the 3 of a kind without winning? Probably. Copy the mime just in case. Sick. Alright, 1 more card left in the deck. So play this 1, I guess. Okay. And then this wins. Okay. Sure. We actually have less money than the previous shop. Maybe I re-rolled too deep. Alright. Take another king? Sure. No kings here? When we use the Emperor, we can take the plutonium. We can hold the Hermit. Another Showman. Where's my death card? Hey look, a shiny king. We take those. Emperor? There's a fool. Okay. Would like to find Temperance. Bummer. There's death. So death here. Hermie. Fool Hermie again. Alright. Go next. One extra on the Onks. Rebate the kings. Devil. I can play the 3 of a kind. Gold here if I want. Play the 3 of a kind again. Stones we use death. I don't need the devil, I don't need the hung man. I can go 1, 2, 3. Discard first, possibly. Okay. 1, 2, 3, throw away the stone. Six cards left. It is slightly tedious, I will admit, but we're fully in the kitchen. Alright. Play this one. Maybe it doesn't win. Close. That means we might be safe with the 4 of a kind. Especially if the boss is going to be extra large. Alright. Buffoon pack, nothing. Telescope, plutonium. Fool for temperance. Free reroll. Instead of the golden ticket? Or we should just keep it? Punished. I do take the cola here. Easy. Golden ticket? Easy. Okay. Fool for more temperance. Can't take the free roll if it's eternal. Gift card already maxed out. Close enough to max. Got like $7 jokers. Another free reroll. Man, could have had so many free rerolls. Extra discard. Probably we stop re-rolling, right? Okay. Go next. +1 ecto. Rebate time. So maybe something we could try. I guess with the polychromes, I don't want to play the 4. Maybe just do 3. If it wasn't polychrome, I could play 4. Probably. Like, what if we do this? That's 1,000,000 points? Sure. So I can play this 4. I should wait for red seals. Because red seals give me re-triggers and it's the same as playing extra kings. Anyway. Discard all these. Maybe hold on to 1 in case we get the death card. Nope, that's it. 4 cards left in the deck. We don't need all of them. So this is fine. Okay, I still need more kings. Extra discard, sure. This boss, random face down cards, no problem. The last card we used was Temperance. So, go shopping. I think here we could take a free reroll. That's worth at least 40 bucks. And I can take another one? Not an eternal one? Okay. Pool gives me Temperance. Looking for death, we get a cola. Nice. Bean, sure. Temporarily. There's a golden ticket. Maybe I want to go 45 kings. Could take this mime. It's a shiny mime, I guess. I want the eternal mime. I should use the emperors. Star, no. I need blueprint. I could take a free reroll here. Maybe too expensive. If I sell the ticket, I don't know if I can replace the ticket right away. There's the mime. I could take a mime instead of a ticket. Now we just take the mime here, keep the golden ticket. Probably having the golden ticket gives us more money. A couple of temperances, I guess. No death card. In several shops, actually. That's it. Temperance again. Go next. Okay, +1 ecto again. When I get to maybe like 15 of each, then we can allow for bigger gaps, but I don't want the gaps to be too big too early. All right, here. Now we can definitely play 4 of a kind or 3 of a kind, definitely. Depends on what flavor. I want to play as many red seals as I can because red seals have re-triggers. I can discard these. Star, no. Hungman, no. I can play the 4, throwing away the stone. Maybe I'm supposed to hang the stone. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then discard time. Fool for temperance. Alright, good thing we didn't hang him. Just get the money. Fool for temperance again. We've just got so much money. I actually only have one card left. So discard this king and play this king. That's it. Alright. Show me the blueprints. Or brainstorm. I'll take a brainstorm. Maybe cryptid in here. There's a cola. So cola instead of ticket. I can use Hermie. The only one we hold on to is temperance. That's the most important one. Everything else kind of doesn't matter. There was a king. Could have taken it. Oh well. Keep running out of cards. There's a fool. I mean, there was nothing we could have done about that one. Since we used an emperor, was it? There's another showman. Still no death. We used fool for Hermie. That's it. Do we want to light them up? It is 20 bucks, but it does take away some of our progress. Ow. Hey, maybe gold seal here. Who knows? Alright. I'm +2 on onks. I think I'm not going to go +2 on onks. Okay, we don't have the golden ticket anymore. It's just rebate. I need to get rid of the stone, because the stone is costing me money every time I draw it. A lot of purple. Okay. Yeah, with max discards, we still only have 3 cards left. We got both discard vouchers. That's kind of convenient. Okay. Baseball card, buffoon pack. Standard pack. There's another king. One more cola. Not a showman. Take Hermie. You take a faceless joker? That's more money. Sure. Oh, it's because we used immolate. That's why. We lost 5 cards. So Golden ticket is probably better money than additional rebate. I could take extra discard since we have Faces Joker. I guess I'd take the golden ticket. Don't need the luchador. Okay. Getting expensive. We do have Faces Joker, so we can make potentially more money. Use the Fool for a Hermit. Go one more? Ah, okay. Now I'm way ahead on Onks. That's not good. Why would you do that? Cut that out. Okay. So, 3 of a kind we can copy. That's 2 million. 3 of a kind we could do again. And then switch to the rebate. Fifth card. Finally get rid of the rock. Nice. Emperor. You know, Faces doesn't give us that much money. It's just an extra 20 bucks every round. I mean, it's still 20 bucks, but not get too excited. 2 cards left in the deck. According to this. Discard these 2. Play this 1. Maybe should have discarded more cards for the Faces Joker on the final discard there. Meh. Extra hand size, sure. This boss is stinky. We don't have the boss reroll voucher. We could take a boss reroll tag. It will cost us everything. Okay, so we go to the golden ticket. I can sell parking. All right. Now what? Click another Baron. Doesn't help me. Cool. Gotta hold for temperances. Inweezable, no. We do take a free reroll. We take a blue Joker. Okay, I mean, that's helpful. That's nice. That's not exactly all of what I want. Right. I need a luchador. We could skip, but I would prefer not to. We did it. So what do we get rid of here? I think we get rid of Plinko. Get rid of Plinko, keep the Showman. Use the Showman to get another blueprint. I think that's what we do. Bummer. I'm gonna need the showman after the luchador, right? In order to refill my empty slot. This fool ended up not working out. +1 ecto. Okay. Okay. Oh, rebate? Okay. Okay. Priestess, Sun. 38 cards. Haven't gotten a lot of crypt or onks and ectos. Haven't gotten excess cryptids in a while. Right? Nope. Okay, play one of these, copy there. Actually, I could do this. We will score a bigger number now that we got the blueprint. Should get more money now that we got the blueprint. Maybe now that we have the luchador, we don't re-roll that much. I guess I still want to re-roll some, but I don't want to re-roll a lot, so I can save my money for re-rolling in the future. Sounds like a sensible thing to do. There's another blue joker, so that's an option. Sell the showman, get the blue joker. And then what? And then if I sell the showman, I might not get another showman. If I keep the showman, I can try to get my eternal blueprint. Sell the showman, hope he comes back. Or try to get the eternal blueprint. I guess I sell the showman. Now we really don't have any business re-rolling. Alright. Death. Great. Sign me up. Give it to me. Okay. There we go. Let's get percolating. I think I'm still sell the extra ecto here. Maybe that's the last time. Devil. I can make gold. Maybe I got too many polychrome ones, and I should have just like a little bit more purple. Long term, we're gonna swap them all out anyway. Alright, Darren here, Mime here probably. Even them out, Barons and Mimes. I feel like we've been bouncing back a little bit between onks and ectos. I haven't sold any extra cryptids. I haven't used any extra cryptids, so I feel good about selling all the extra ectos. Okay. I shouldn't do that, actually. What's in here? There's a Hermie? Okay. Should have rerolled first, and then that way you go Celestial Pack, and then you go Hermie in case there's a Fool. You know that by now. Do I want another King? I think now the answer is no, we're good. I think we're good. Take a death card here, and then go Spectral. Could light them up. If I do that, I need more Kings. I don't think it's worth the 20 bucks. Alright. So we can always potentially get random negatives in the shop or things like Temperance. Otherwise, go next. Okay. 16, 16, 14. I might have enough of them where I can go... Nah. I don't want to be behind on cryptids. Ahead on cryptids is okay, but behind on cryptids is bad. Stinky. Okay. World out of here. Star. We get punished if we get a Fool. Emperor, sure. Gold here, sure. Cool. Baron, Mimes. That's it. Okay amount of double tags. We got 6. Okay. Now I need another showman. Voucher tag? Why couldn't you have been the previous anti-voucher tag? Come on. Alright, so we don't go back in time because it costs us a discard. Now we are re-rolling for Showman specifically. Gotta get the Showman. Cool. Can copy Hermie. Look, a trading card. That's fun. Bean. Golden ticket. Yeah. It's the responsible thing to do. I don't know how deep I want to go for the showman, but we got money. It's fine. We kinda got money. Wraith, familiar, nope. Could put a red seal. That's it. Go next. Sorry, we gotta do that first. Alright, +1 ecto, that's good. Okay, voucher tag. So we can get the boss reroll. Okay. We can do... So I only have the one king that's not gold. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do trading card. There we go. Now it's gold. Getting lazy about the purple seals. Purple seals, which I plan to remove as soon as I can. Alright. Play a 4 of a kind, copying the ticket. I could play the flush 5. At this point, we could play the flush 5. I have 5 cards left in the deck. Maybe I just play the 4. I can play one more without winning, presumably. Okay. Okay. I just need, you know, another 10 cards maybe. Just needs an excess of cryptids. Alright, let's figure this out. So, clearance sale, sure. Extra hand, sure. Extra overstock, sure. Let's get the Mars card out of here. Shiny Queen. Crystal Ball, finally. I think this time I'm not going to take the Tarot Merchant since we don't need it anymore. We have to go back in time now. If we don't, the shop refreshes. We got the boss coming up. Okay. Last tarot card used was Temperance, so we want to re-roll. We want the Showman. Plutonium. There's Temperance. My Temperance is only 46. You know, I would take a gift card. There's Eternal Mime. Oh, it's the Showman bug. If you have a Joker while you have the Showman and then you replace that Joker with itself, then after you sell the Showman, it has a chance of giving you the same card again. Anyway, if you've never seen that bug before. Extra discard. What's this, boss? Lose money per card? There's a cola? We might be done on colas, right? It's not impossible. But it is very unlikely that cola ends up being relevant ever again. Hey, look, a luchador. That's, I mean, that's money against this boss. Kinda. Dust doesn't matter. Andrew might matter. More discards, actually. That's more money. Kinda. I could just take a free reroll. Cloud9, we can't take it because it's eternal. $46 Temperances is like almost maxed out, but not quite maxed out. Makes me so sad. We sad. Gift card can't take it because it's eternal. 40 bucks. We should stop. We should save. +2 on ectos. I'm willing to go extra on onks. I'm willing to go extra on cryptids, but not ectos. All right. Haven't had any excess cryptids. Just unlucky, I guess. Okay. Cool for Hermie. Alright, we're out of cards, so I probably don't need all of this many cards. I could probably discard 1 or discard 2. I just don't feel like doing the math. Like, probably we only need 5. 3,000 bucks. Alright, Omen Globe. Maybe. Check the boss. First hand face down. That's not a problem. We just discard them all. Okay. Oh, did we... Still didn't get the boss reroll voucher. Skip tags, not important. Temperances, not maxed. Sad. To take the ticket. To take a reroll. Should have taken the reroll. Golden ticket always comes back around because it's common. I probably take more kings now. Every time I think I have enough kings, I find a reason to add more. Alright, just looking for our showman to come back. I should have used the temperance already. I should have bought the slide joker first. Once we get a few more negatives, there's the showman. Okay. Welcome back. Now what? If here, get all the shiny cards. Let's go next. Okay, so extra on cryptids, extra on onks. Okay, so I think we don't need a balance here. I think we're good. I think we just go next. Yeah, I'm trying to think if we go back in time, like actually go back in time, maybe we were supposed to, instead of selling the showman, maybe just not take the blueprint, sell the blueprint maybe. Or there was an extra blueprint in the shop and we swapped showman for blueprint, maybe we didn't need the blueprint. So blueprints are rare, right? Brainstorms are rare. So if you're holding the showman, then the chance of you finding the blueprint or brainstorm that you're looking for is less than if you're hunting for the showman, like you don't have the showman and you're looking for it, then that's more common. So easier for us to get a second showman than it is for us to get the eternal blueprint that we're looking for. Something like that, maybe. Last card we did was death, so I don't feel bad going plutonium here. Now that we have the showman, we might actually get a cryptid inside the spectral pack. It'd be kind of useful. More plutonium at this point doesn't matter. I just like clicking the cards. There you go, level 42. Oh yeah, we got a crystal ball. Okay. Boss was first hand face down. This showman ends up getting replaced anyway. Like this showman ends up getting replaced with DNA. Not immediately, but maybe an anti-18 we take DNA. There's a gift card. I think since I have more negatives, I don't need gift card. I definitely can't afford to get rid of the showman. We'll get there eventually. There's another blue joker. You take a blue joker instead of a showman? Yeah, I think we're supposed to. So the greedy thing to do is you hold the showman and you try to get an eternal blueprint, but eternal is only 30% chance. So we take the blueprint here. That's it. Which means we stop re-rolling. No more shopping. Well, except I want to use my fools. Immolate here, no. Red seal, yeah. Well, let's see, only 4 discards. Maybe now we do immolate. Alright. Let's get percolating. +1 on cryptids. Yeah. That's fine. Do I want to get rid of the stinky kings? I don't want to give up a whole discard. Discarded too many purples. Okay. Big number. E56. So there is an option. We could use another ecto. If a DNA shows up, we could use another ecto. I guess we would have to reroll to find it. Alright, Hermie. Dang it, got the fool again. Yeah, maybe what we do, we roll down to 25. So I don't want to go super deep because I do want to save my money for, you know, whatever we want to do later. Find a burglar later. Here we could hang them. Yeah. I forgot to move my mime, didn't I? Bummer. Got distracted. Now we got too many cryptids. I could tell you that's too many cryptids. It was okay for a minute there, but that's too many. +3 is okay. We could use 2 here. First hand face down. Alright. At least the cryptids give us money in the end game. Or like the final hand. Cool for Hermie. Alright, so Baron here. I got distracted last time. I got distracted by seeing the number go up, and I forgot to move my mime. Cool. I forgot to use my cryptids. Okay. Boss says play 1 hand, get the seed money. Last card we used was Temperance, I believe. Hermit. Okay, so there's another Showman. We could go Ecto now. I guess one issue is I'm behind on Ectos, and so maybe that's a reason not to go Ecto now, but we could go Ecto now, and then pick up the Showman, and then try to get the Eternal Blueprint. Like, that's an option. Sick. That's the best one. Okay. 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 No king here? Alright. I just want DNA. I want Eternal Blueprint. Whichever happens first. Whichever happens first. These cryptids are going to cost us a round of progress. I can feel it right now. I can feel it in my bone. Abstract Joker? Okay. Sorry, what's the boss again? Oh yeah, play only 1 hand. So DNA doesn't work against this boss. Don't have room for cola. Don't have skip tags for cola anyway. $40 reroll. Take Temperance, go next. Okay. Actually didn't come out that bad. Actually came out quite terrible. So let's go 25 cryptids, and then these are all the cryptids that we need to use. What a waste. So Basically a whole round of extra cryptids wasted. Because I forgot to use them before. Anyway, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think this disparity, I think this gap is fine. Alright. Baron, Mime. This time, don't forget to move the Mime, because this is a lot of money in hand right now. Alright. Trying to get Eternal Blueprint. If DNA happens, we sell the Showman, and we don't get the Eternal Blueprint, and that's fine. Look at that. Doesn't take that many cryptids. With this many blueprints and brainstorms, does not take that many cryptids to get pretty big numbers. We could nan inf right now if we wanted. If we just use all 20 cryptids or 25 cryptids. Okay. So now there's another blue joker. Nope, I want an eternal one. At least we've seen lots of blue jokers. That gives me hope that we can find an eternal one. There's DNA. So do we keep the Showman to try to find the eternal blueprint? Probably not. Okay. Probably not. Anyway, what I was gonna say is now that we can do this, we want to start removing our last few gross kings from the deck. Alright. We're maxed out. Maybe I'm supposed to wait on the DNA since I don't need it right away. Probably we should have waited. Well. So I'm plus... Okay, we're running behind on ectoplasm, so I think I'm going to use one cryptid or 2 cryptids. Or maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine to be behind on ectos. Order of operations. Let's start by getting the rebate money. I discarded the cards that I wanted to use death on. Whoops. The chance of us getting a death card there, pretty low, right? Delete the stinky ones. I don't have to use the DNA, and maybe for science we shouldn't use the DNA. Just so that we know how much we score against the boss. Well, using DNA gives us a ton of money though, from the extra cards. We probably miss out on like $100 here, maybe 150. Okay, so it's fine, turns out. Okay, Saturn, Celestial. We don't really need to reroll anymore. Random negatives are technically possible. There's another Showman. I said I should have waited. Maybe I should wait. So without the DNA, we were able to score like E something. Maybe like E... No. We definitely have like 30, right? I think we do this. I think I gave up too soon on the Eternal Blueprint. There's a mime. There's the DNA. We can get DNA later. And if we don't, we use cryptids. We actually don't need DNA at all. Coming. All right. Go next. So, yeah, Ecto's still behind. Onk is +3. Cryptids are too many. Got it. Before we couldn't get any cryptids. Now they're out of control. Strength. Cool for temperance. So I think I go down here. That's a lot of cryptids. Top of the Baron. Once again, completely unnecessary. If you just look right here, that's already E17 is right here on the 5th card. So, all right. Okay. Big money, no whammies. At least we got the money tree. What's the boss situation here? Random Joker disabled. There is a negative tag. Almost certainly we don't do the negative tag. Eternal Shaman, nope. Okay, plutonium, sure. Do we hang them? Maybe. Can I get a death card? Another showman. Told you showman would be easy to find. Told you we could get more. Foil showman. Maybe there was a point at which I wanted a foil showman, but maybe we don't need it anymore. Alright. In here, we can hang them. If it's not shiny, we can hang them. Alright, let's get percolating. That's much better. So we're only 3 behind on Ectos. That's much better. Alright. Now the question is, how long do we want to hold on to the showman? We're gonna find out here. Lovers, moon, wheel. That's the hand. So that's E43. We can check the blinds. According to the Cartomancer mod, I can go 3 more antes. And then in ante 20, if we don't find DNA, we can just use a single cryptid. One at a time. So we got a lot of time to try to find the eternal blueprint. I don't think Invisible Joker is the way to do it. I would take any flavor blueprint. Eternal Baron, no. That's a gift card. Yeah. It's all of your favorites. We got gift card, we got trading card. I guess gift card doesn't matter anymore. Hey, look at mime. Fool for temperance. We got rewarded for being patient, for not taking the plutonium. Now we can level up. Keep getting invisible. That's not the rare that I want. There's a blue joker. I think we just take it. I think I'm not messing around. I think I just take it. There we go. Cool. That's it. Too many cryptids. So maybe something like that, and we're +3 on cryptids. Use 2. So the ectos don't fall behind. Alright. I need to remember to use the cryptids. I forget every time. Zelda Star. Okay. Baron here. Mime here. Cryptids. Maybe mime here. Cool. Of course we score extra here. We score extra here because we have the extra cryptids, but in general we score enough for 3 more antes. Maybe slightly more than that. Maybe 4 more antes because we got an extra blue joker. Cool. So now we really don't need to reroll. Unless you want random negatives like a negative gift card. Shiny red card. Fool for temperance. Now we can just save all of our money for the end game. Still up on cryptids. So maybe go use 1. This boss says random joker disabled. One of my blueprints. So we can do this. Play 1 without winning. We can play 1 more without winning. My rebate's disabled. Nice. Okay. And about to give up the money. I'm not about that. This hand is trash. Oh well. Baron here, mime there. I think that's going to be the last one. All right. Okay, folks, I think that's going to be it for this one. That's going to be it for episode 2. I think the rest of it, I think we're at a point where we'll finish the rest of this on stream. We'll do the rest of this live. So I think the next day we have scheduled, it's going to be Tuesday. So Tuesday, 4 p.m. Central. If you want to see more of this run, we will go all the way. We'll go not necessarily all the way to Ante 39, but we'll go far enough until it stops being profitable to go forward. Sometimes when you get to the end game, it costs you cryptids in order to survive, and so you don't want to play too many more rounds if you're hemorrhaging cryptids. You want to cash out before you start losing all your cryptids. So we'll go as far as we can. We'll get more onks, more cryptids, more ectoplasms, aiming for, I don't know, currently we're able to make 7 every round, and so if we do another, I don't know, it's 3 rounds per ante, maybe 15 more antes, 45 more rounds, so maybe 120 of each. Maybe that's what we're going for. Last time we did this, we got up to, I don't know, it was like 80 of each or 70 of each, I don't remember. But we're trying to go for not E100,000, but maybe E200,000. Could be possible. We definitely have a good setup here. We got the negatives are in good places. We have Eternal Baron, Eternal Mime. Eternal Blueprint is good. Eternal Brainstorm is okay. Couple cool negatives. We got the negative rebate and negative faces Joker in here, and a nice amount of points on the last one. The deck could use some work. The vouchers, we still don't have the boss reroll, so if we want to fight the serpent, we're gonna have to do it manually. All right, take care, everyone.